Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Mangsvance Wars. Today we are finishing up the survival modes with the third and final mode, Time Survival. In Time Survival, rather than a limited number of turns, you have 20 minutes of real time to clear through all of the maps, and unfortunately I consider this mode to be the least polished of the three, simply because, due to hacking limitations, the mode plays differently from how it does in Advance Wars DS. Namely, the timer is always going to tick down, even during enemy phases, even during animations, whereas in Advance Wars DS, the timer would not tick down during this time, and also I could not find a way to display a timer on screen, so you're not going to know how much time you have left while you are playing. Still, the mode works, the timer works, and barring some weird level design, it is playable, so let's get into it. I'm going to start straight away, and then I'm probably going to fall silent at times because this mode demands my full concentration in order to click through as many units as I can in as little time as possible. First map has silos, and you're going to want to get into a habit of using the L button to get to your next unit rather than dragging the cursor across the screen. If you are playing Advance Wars DS, you at least have the touch screen to make that go by faster as well. And depending on which enemy COs show up, you might be able to hear some new music that I've been adding. I've been adding a lot of new music to Mangsvance Wars. It might actually be a little bit concerning because I added one song and then another and then another. I couldn't stop myself. It was too much fun. I'm not going to say which songs I added, but almost every CO has a unique theme now, and you might only hear the first couple of notes when the enemy turns start, but maybe you'll be able to tell which songs they are. It's fun to guess, right? Now this might be a little bit annoying because one of the tanks decided to hang back for some reason. I guess it was guarding infantry. Still, things are going alright so far. So I better just push past all of the enemy units in case it takes a couple of extra turns. Needed a little bit of luck on that attack, but it's alright. Now there's one map in particular, I think it's the fifth one, that has caused me to fail 2 attempts so far. So that's probably a sign that I need to rework that map. But I'm going to play through it in its original form, then you guys can be the judge. But you will probably be in favor of a rework when you see that map. I'm already tired of having to re-explain this mode a bunch of times every time I restart the recording. This is going okay so far, though. You can use the capturing infantry as a distraction. I'm not going to, though. This is okay. Recon to destroy the mech. And I'm not sure what this 9 HP medium tank will do. It's probably not going to just... Alright, it went straight into artillery range. Also, don't let Gustav use his powers in this map. In all likelihood, he probably won't, but you never know. This is a map where you want to capture the enemy HQ rather than bother with destroying those battleships. I mean, you can't even destroy those battleships. You don't have a single unit capable. This is probably poor map design for a survival mode, but whatever. At least you can clear this one. The strategically placed missile will let us reduce the number of enemy copters. And if I have set this up properly, I can do this. I need to get rid of this recon. It's the only unit that can threaten the capturing infantry. After all your other moves, of course. That cruiser is just there so you don't sneak the T-copter over the ocean, but I have no idea why you would try that. No fighter in sight, so this move is safe. Let me check the bomber range. Ah, this is a new tune. Yeah, I need the anti-airs to take out the bomber. The copter might go for the artillery, but that's probably fine. Walter gets his super very often in this map. Oh, these are some strange movements. The mech did not move at all. Oh, I could have attacked the artillery. That was a mistake. The timer also ticks down during this animation as well. So you definitely want to get your speedrun mode going. Yeah, I definitely should have attacked the artillery. Now it's going to take some extra time to corner these guys. Probably don't need more than that, though. Oh, the fighter could have cut them off from their escape, I just realized. Because, of course... Oh no, a jet is flying over us. We can't move through where it's flying over for some reason. Of all the weird things that I tried to explain in Advance Wars Alpha, that's probably not one of the things I did end up managing to explain. So, this map is the monster that I was talking about. There are enemy cruisers, and the only way you can damage enemy cruisers is with your copters. Because cruisers can't attack cruisers, and Mangs didn't want to change that. For some reason. So I am probably going to have to either rework this map, or, if there's a more consistent way to do this, then it's probably alright. So what I like to do is, first I'm going to take out one of the fighters. And that allows the cruisers to destroy two of the copters. And these movements were a little bit weird, but it should be okay. What I'm going to do is... I should probably just take this engagement, right? Because there's no way for it to get repaired, so let's get that out of the way as quickly as possible. And then I'm going to load the copters into the cruisers. I'm not sure if this is a good play if you aren't Lily, but I am Lily. So I'm going to take advantage of this. The ability of copters to load themselves into cruisers is one that I love seeing put to good use. So that's part of the reason the map is designed this way. That's the last copter, so my cruisers are safe. Next, I'm going to get rid of the enemy fighters. Or try to, anyways. Because my cruisers can't be destroyed, and if my cruisers can't be destroyed, then the copters on them are completely safe. So once the fighters are out of the way, then I will use the copters to destroy the remaining cruiser. And unfortunately, this superpower from Worm, it also damages the units inside of the transporters, which is probably not good, and I should fix that. But in the event that I do fix it, you can at least see how this plays without the fix first. Also, new music. So our copters are at 8 HP, but they can deal with 2 cruisers, can't they? Especially since they don't have to worry about getting first striked. So there's one of them. And that should do it. Okay, we're past the tough part. So here's another map where Lily shines. It's like I designed this entire mode for Lily. But I'm sure other COs can handle it too. So I'll wait until next turn to drop those. Oh yeah, they can also attack your landers. That's probably not good at all. Well, I have to drop them now, otherwise they'll get destroyed. Oh, and the enemy is Fulter, so he's getting a huge boost. As long as his meter isn't filled. So I should probably do this first. And, finish up with that. Because once his meter starts filling, that's when Fulter starts becoming weaker. Alright, so he just got a penalty. Now I need to hope that the copter there doesn't destroy the lander, which it probably will. But if it flies over here, then it'll get hit by the anti-air on the coastline, so that's fine. And if he uses his super, that'll weaken him further, because while his meter will be empty, he will take damage from it. Alright, should be able to destroy that with the anti-airs. Although the one on the other side of the river is not looking so good. I hope it and the Neotanks are enough for this. Alright, the Neotanks are going to have to chip away at the B-copter, which is... Oh, this is so bad. At least the Neotanks can chip away at the copter. I guess if nothing else, this mode makes for an interesting series of puzzles. Oh, what am I looking at now? I guess I have to get the transporters out of the copter range. Oh, it's Pyre. She should have weakened defense, I think. But we have medium tanks and she does not, so... hoping this will be relatively simple. This looks reckless, but it's going to distract all of her units towards the capturing infantry, or mech rather. And it looks like the copter over here isn't going to move, so I could leave that for last. Oh, it does move. In the long run, that's probably better for me. I guess at some point I was thinking this map could be HQ capped. Okay, with this one... I'm starting to think that I need to, like, move really fast. So one way to make this one quicker is to, get your mech over to that silo at the top. I get to show off all of the new music in this video, it seems. Alright, I could destroy the cruiser, but it's probably best to focus on the choke point first. Oh no, they're going for the mech up there. That's annoying. Should have waited a little longer. In fact, let's do it this way. What does this do again? I don't think it does anything crazy. Alright, that's fine. I should wait until they're all, like, clumped together, I think. Oh, that's very good. I hope I can clear this in time. At least there's no properties for him to repair on. I don't know if that saves time or not. But hey, that's the end of the mode. Oh yeah, the scoring system is, it probably needs a rework as well. So I'm not going to care about the score too much. But hey, that's the third and final survival mode. I was able to beat it in 20 minutes. So with all of the gimmick modes out of the way, it is time for the final 3 maps of Mangsvance Wars. I am going to take a break and I will be right back with the first of the 3. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first of the final 3 maps to Mangsvance Wars, and to be perfectly honest, these are kind of, last-minute inclusions, simply because I didn't know what to do with the last 3 maps, so I decided to insert the biggest maps that I knew of. First up is Countdown, which at least has an interesting history behind it. I've actually had the file for this map on my computer for a very long time, so I decided to finally make use of it. This is the final map to Super Famicom Wars if you are playing as Green Earth, and it's probably the hardest map in the entire cartridge. So, it's not exactly that difficult in this version, simply because I forgot to give any of the enemies AI, so they just sit there and don't move. But when you look at this map, it's very similar to Shark Strait or Royal Channel, because those are both also final maps in Super Famicom Wars. But, yeah, quite a lot of enemies and quite a lot of property the enemy starts out with. If you make it to this map and you have capture battles enabled, then it's actually almost impossible to beat this. I can attest to that because I have made it all the way to the end of Super Famicom Wars with capture battles enabled. And mind you, to get that far, you have to play Bounty River and such classics as Land's End, Terra Maw, Egg Islands, just a bunch of really, really absurdly long maps that should not be. But what are you going to do about it? So how do we handle this? Well, the enemy seems to have either built a fighter or that's a pre-existing fighter. I'm not sure. We'll see when it moves. Basically, the way to beat this is to dart around all the enemy ranges and sneak an HQ capturing infantry. I didn't want to give actual AI to any of the enemy units because that would result in an incompletable map, if you ask me. Let's see what the enemy does. Enemy CO is Alice, simply because, well, Alice is one of the first COs we added, I think, and Alice's Gatita Sexy's creation, so Alice certainly deserves a map of her own, if you ask me. We can at least take 2 T-copters down there and get rid of the cruiser, if that's going to be the way to go here. I am not certain if I can get over there. Yeah, this is going to be a train wreck, I think. Like, if you expected anything less, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm pretty sure I had a method for doing this. Like, I'm pretty sure Alice hits the enemy cap very soon, because there's a cap of 50 units. Alright, I'm gonna need to send out the copters here. That's not in range, is it? No, it is not. The enemy will most certainly have to use that lander at least. But that's a lot of rockets. In the meantime, for power, I'm probably going to lure in one of these bombers and then blow it up to get my power score going. Oh yeah, Alice has definitely hit the enemy cap by this point. Maybe I just need to damage the cruiser once, because there's no way it could destroy the T-copter at 4 health. That's probably how I did it, yeah. Oh, I'm not close enough, though. Well, time to lure it in, I guess. I know this is taking a long time. That's the nature of the beast with this map, I think. This is probably going to turn into a repeat of Great Sea Battle. Okay, go here. And I should be able to sneak the T-copter down into the safety zone. The relative safety zone, at least. Oh, there's a tank here. Time to block that off, I suppose. It did go for the T-copter, so I'm glad I weakened it. There's a Neo-tank in that lander, so that might be a problem. These B-copters are also going to be a problem. What to do? Okay, the cruiser's out of the way. That's step one. Now that B-copter is going to get attacked by this B-copter. But I can get through its range, right? I can get all the way down here. And that's safely out of the range of the fighter. So this is good. Step 1 is done. Now, in the meantime, we need to build up our forces here to take down as many units as possible, because I'm still going for that S rank. Oh, and I could also use Lily's power for a mini boost. Is this gonna do anything? It made the infantry move farther. I think I could make better time by using the regular power, so that's what I'll do. This is okay, yeah. If I attack, then no, I won't be in range of anything. I guess I could try and get my power score going straight away. No, there's too much defense on the mech now. Destroying that tank was actually a mistake. Oh well. I shouldn't be attacking infantry anyways because Alice powers. That's right, stay far away from your HQ, build as close to me as possible. And then if I go along this line, it should be okay. There is a rocket there. That complicates things. And there's also the Neo-Tank as well. I guess I need some indirects now. Is the B-copter just gonna sit there? I hope it does. It gives me another turn. Or gives it another turn. Oh, that's not good. You can imagine how crazy this would be in Super Famicom Wars, right? Of course, the computer would not have Neo-Tanks in that case. Yeah, I should have it in, like, 2 more turns. Suppose I'll go for the power turn now. Well, I don't have to go for it now, though. Yeah, leave all those units as they are. because that's how power score works for some reason. And yeah, that B-copter is just sitting there. Alright, that recon better not attack anything, and it did not. Alright, I think I've got it. She's not defending her HQ, and all the units I need to destroy are right there. And transporting is just taking forever because she's got one lander and one lander only. Alright. The T-copter is actually almost out of fuel. So I'm definitely winning. Let's get the power score going, shall we? I could potentially damage the rocket too, but I would be in range of another rocket, I think. I've lost 4 units, so this is definitely not looking like a good tech score unless I can really crank out more units. That went smoother than I thought it would. And this is pretty much a filler map, but if it makes for an interesting puzzle, I'm at least happy for that. Alright, I don't need to do anything else except... I could have, like, gone for a regular power. Yeah, I would have had it then, too. But I don't think it would have added a whole lot. Would it have? No, just 2 more units. Alright, that clears the map, and finally Alice decided to try and defend the HQ, but too late for that now. That was weird. She didn't do a thing about it until I was already on her. Okay, that's good. S rank. I don't have to do that all over again. Alright, so that just leaves 2 more maps, and they're... well, one of them is pretty much filler. And then after that, we will have finished Mangsvance Wars, and I can finally release the bug fix update, and yeah, that'll be it for this playthrough, and I have to find something else, but there's probably plenty out there that I could play. I'll see you guys for the final episode of Mangsvance Wars. Later!